All right, welcome back to Chris and His Love. I'm Chris. This is my love. Here we are. Hope your week has been a fantastic week. Mine has been a little bit stressful.
Yeah.
But it's okay. We're getting through it. We're making it. We're doing it to it. If life was easy, everybody would do it. Right?
They're supposed to.
They are supposed to. Some people decide to not to.
Okay. Well,
But
that's look at these.
I'm just saying growing old is not for, the weak.
Yeah. If we could all just live forever, then I would never have to say goodbye to you.
You're not going to have to. But anyway, that's a story for another day. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. You've been watching some stressful shows. Let's not go down that
stressful show
rabbit hole. Okay?
It makes my heart like
it gives you the vapors.
It really does. Oh, I get so into shows.
You do get so into shows.
I get so into shows and I get so like invested, and
you put yourself in the show.
I really do. And books.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, like, I really enjoy the high intense shows.
Yeah.
And you can't handle it.
I can do
you
like
haven't been to handling school yet.
No, I could do like one and then I'm like, okay, I need like a palate cleanser because otherwise like I'm just like stressed.
Yeah, but they're good.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, I feel the same way about NCIS. I'm like, okay, I need a palate cleanse after that.
Right, but not because you're stressed out, because like you're nervous for them.
No, because I'm bored.
Yeah, okay. Look at these. I got new things. Look, it's a crab.
A little fidget.
Yeah, a little crab. And then a little bear.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just sticking them together. Watch. They're like stuck. Stoop.
Interesting.
It's cracking me up over here. They're stuck by like their belly buttons.
They don't have belly buttons, honey.
But
it's just the bottom of the thing.
I know, but it's just the middle bit, like their belly button area.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that crabs have belly buttons.
Well, these do. These are not alive, honey. So these do. Boop.
Oh, interesting.
Oh no.
All right. So I'm going to see if I can take you down the rabbit hole my brain decided to go down the other day.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the name of the surface that's flat that you do work on in the kitchen?
A counter.
Mm-hmm.
Countertop.
There you go.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What does it sit on top of?
Cabinet base.
It sits on top of cabinets, right?
Yeah, but like a cabinet base, not cabinet uppers.
But
cabinet lowers.
It sits on cabinets.
Oh, okay. That's all I wanted there.
We're going down my thinking.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, but it says countertop. It's not sitting on top of counters. Right? So my brain said, we need to figure out why in the world it's called a countertop.
Because it tops.
Tops a counter? No.
No, the counter is the top of the cabinets.
Okay, but why counter? Why not cabinet top?
I don't know.
See, and that's why I went down this rabbit hole. Like, why in the world are we calling it a countertop? Right?
It makes sense to call it a cabinet top.
Uh-huh.
But then I would think cabinet top would be like cabinet uppers.
But it's the top of the cabinet, right? Mm-hmm.
What does counter mean?
See, and that's where I went down this rabbit hole,
Okay.
right? So, did some searching, nerded up just a little bit, right?
Sure. Just a
Some
little.
etymology
Oh, nice.
on some phrases.
Mm-hmm.
Well, really one countertop.
You're like on phrase. On
Yeah.
just the one
on
phrase.
on the phrase.
Right.
Now, we understand that it's two words, right? Counter and top.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So counter is actually a term that gets started for this particular thing
Mm-hmm.
mid 14th century, so 1300s in France.
Mm-hmm.
Counter,
Counter.
right? For being a flat surface, a tabletop at which money is counted. For it's a counter. So the counter counts.
The counter counts on a counter.
On a counter.
Stop.
Yeah.
That's
Anyway.
okay.
So hold on a second.
Mm.
I got a little tickle in my throat.
Mm.
Anyway, so it's basically where they're banking, counting money, right?
Okay.
They're counting, right?
Okay.
And it became a thing of being a counter of where transactions are made and a business is done in English, and I think like the 1800s, 1870s something, right? So where it's a sales counter where you would put your goods up and then you would exchange money.
Count your goods for counting monies.
Well, so you would exchange goods for the thing, right? So it essentially goodness gracious, I'm
Don't
so
die.
sorry.
Don't die.
The pollens must be getting me. Anyway,
there's lots of pollens.
So excuse me.
I got a nose tickle and a throat tickle.
Right, and that's where we get the over the counter phrase. As like transaction of goods and money, like over the counter.
But isn't over the counter drugs not handed over the counter?
But it used to be. It means you could get it over the counter
rather than through the pharmacy.
Mm-hmm. That's
because now over the counter means just go into the store and get it. You don't have to talk to a pharmacist.
Mm-hmm. Right. But also, this brings more light to that saying, is that under the counter meant illegal or clandestine meetings for exchange of things nefarious.
I mean, still rings true. Still the same.
But anyway, it's in the early 1900s that counter top becomes a term for a flat surface in a kitchen for doing work.
What was it called before then? Kitchen top?
I was going for the phrase countertop, and that
was it.
that's where it came from.
Report.
That's where it came from.
Oh,
I'm sure beforehand it was just called work surface,
worktop,
something,
kitchen work surface.
Mm-hmm.
That just.
And to be honest, it probably wasn't. I don't know. I didn't do that much research because, I mean, you could go into a whole thing of like, well, when did the term kitchen become a thing? And you know what I mean?
Probably a while ago.
But I'm sure it was referred to as something else beforehand.
Cooking room.
And there are other places that I think one place calls a counter bunker.
No, that's not right.
No, seriously. It's like Australia or something like that.
A countertop is called a bunker?
Mm-hmm. And then Scotch English refers to it as something weird like terminology. I don't remember what it was. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Good grief.
It was a nice day today, so the pollen be pollinating, pollen,
and it's tickling my uvula.
just
Yeah,
like a
it's
punching
just
bag.
bouncing around on it. Holy cow. Anyway, that was my fun, like, thought exercise for the week.
That is cool, though.
I was just driving to work and I was like, why in the world do we call it a countertop? What? It's
Not
not
a counter
topping.
bottom.
It's not topping a counter.
Well, I mean, it is the top, the counter.
It
That's
is, but that's not the common term.
that is true.
Because the common term is countertop.
Yeah, we should just say counter and not worry about it. Butcher block.
Could be a countertop.
Just call it
Or it could just be
a wood
butcher block.
slab. Or a marble slab. There was like a ice cream place called Marble Slab.
There was.
Mm-hmm.
Before Cold Stone.
Well, I don't know if it was before, but it was in Texas. The Marble Slab. And then when I moved back up here, I was like, oh, Cold Stone.
Oh.
Same thing.
Ooh.
Just a different name. Same, but different.
Same, but different.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah. What are you
what am I
drinking
trying
over
to
there?
contain my tickle with?
Yeah.
It tastes like coffee.
It is.
Yay!
With white chocolate.
With
It's a white chocolate Americano.
That's why it creamed
Iced.
up. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it. Like it a lot.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm drinking? Smell it.
Orange. It smells like pineapple citrusy something.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Califia. Not, what is it called?
I have no
Savaged. Nope. Subscriptioned. Nope.
Kramer?
What is it? No. What is it when there's a brand and you say it? You're like, not
Sponsored?
It started with an S. I got there. Thank you. They have a pina colada like juice. And I mixed that with some orange juice.
That's right. It's not milk. It's juice.
It's juice. It's not milk.
No, I was just saying that's right.
Yeah. It's not milk.
Just like it's oat juice.
But this isn't juice at all. It's not even like. It's just coconut and pineapple.
Yeah. No,
smoothie. And then this has orange juice in it.
And
so it's
tropical drink.
Mm-hmm. Tropical drink.
No, I was just trying to say, like, because we call them creamers. We call them milks, but they don't come from animals. It's more of like a juice.
No, this one's called juice.
Okay. So much for being funny.
You're funny now.
Yeah.
Now.
Meow. Okay, so what you got on your little thinking noodle?
I don't know. My body is sore today.
Your body is sore.
My body is sore. Well, so here's what happened. I got laid off on Friday. And
Happy Friday.
And yeah, 30 minutes before the end of work, they're like, we are not retaining you. And I was like, cool. The company dissolved. So I didn't do anything wrong. The company dissolved, and a new business came in, and they're bringing in their own people, which is fine. But I thought, I'm going to do all these things this next week. I'm going to get so many things done. and for the first couple days, I was like, just tromping through oatmeal. Like everything was just like, my brain is so squishy right now.
No, but you still got some stuff done.
Oh no, I got stuff done. I just felt like I was. Have you ever seen Neverending Story? Do you remember Neverending Story? Where he's like pulling the horse through the mud?
I remember seeing a short about it, about
Oh.
sad Halloween costumes, but I don't actually remember the movie.
Anyway, it felt like I was just dragging my thoughts through mud, just trying to save a horse. Man, it was rough. Anyway, so one of the things though was I took home all of my plants and I murder plants, just not on purpose.
Murder is an understatement.
Um it's it's like they're prisoners of war and they just wither
Come
away.
home and lose the will to live.
Unfortunately, it's not good. Like I don't know.
I followed the directions. I
I
watered it
do.
when it was supposed to
I
be.
do. I even like a while ago I got this app that you pay for to help me with plants because I
We
know I'm
still-
not good. We're not paying for it now.
Okay.
No. No. But they have all these different rooms that you can put your plants in and all the tons of information about it. You say what kind it is and it tells you when to water them and then like you test it every month to see like if it needs less watering, and so you let that know so that it can calculate that for you. And so it's got all these different rooms and you talk about like the lighting and the temperature and just all of this stuff, like science. And then they also have a graveyard. And slowly, all of my plants got moved over to the graveyard. And I tried so hard. I was following instructions. I was fertilizing. I would like the one thing I don't know how to do. I didn't even get a chance to repot them because they died before then. I've got one scraggler, and every time like I water it, a part of it dies. So I just spray a little water and then I'm like, I'm good, I'm sorry. It's been alive for like 2 years.
Do you want to hear
It used
something?
to be real big and bushy, and now it's just one little
You want to hear something kind of funny?
What?
You know that plant that you got from my office
Yeah.
that you're supposed to only water like twice a month?
Yeah.
It's already starting to get brown spots on its leaves.
It's overwatered?
I have no idea, but you watered it once.
Oh my gosh. I got him this beautiful bromeliad. And what was it? Bromeliad. I don't even remember. But when he heard me say, he called it, Guisma or something.
Right.
And he was like, Gizmo. So we named it Gizmo. It's this beautiful bromeliad. And its name is Gizmo.
Like gremlins, you don't get them wet.
You're supposed to water it twice a month, and you're supposed to trickle water just a little bit onto the top, and then it just does it on its own. So I got him this little watering thing so he can just trickle water and be done. I just got it like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. And it says like perfect lighting for the position. Like I research plants. Well, hopefully it doesn't die. Any hoot. I've got all these plants from my old job that were mine. And so I brought them home. And they've just been kind of getting leggy. And I have I have a hens and chicks. Chicks and hens. It's supposed to essentially look like this, but it's got little pokey things. It is like legs. It's just, I have no idea why it did it, but it did it. And so it's like trailing like pothos, and I have no idea what's going on. But anyway, here is the point at which I am getting. My sister-in-law is fantastic with plants. She learned how to do plants from the same app that I killed everything through. So,
They also keep their house like a sweatshop.
they do keep it warmer, and they do like through the time of they got like lights and stuff that they're on timers, and
Yeah, they got
through the whole
full
process.
spectrum lights.
Yeah.
The UV lights, yep.
My plants were dead by the time that they got all of that, and I was like, oh, that might have been nice. But I put them in my house where it was supposed to be that kind of. Anyway, let's move on from all my dead plants. So I have all these plants, and I said, hey, girl, I don't have a job anymore, and you don't work Fridays. How about you come help me with these plants? How about you come help me? And she said, I can do this. So I have to go pick up some soil, not soil, some bark,
fertilizer,
some bark, and some perlite. Maybe dirt. I couldn't find my dirt today, so I think I have to get a little bit of soil. Anywho,
I'll help you find it.
So then I thought to myself, and I asked that like this weekend, maybe. And I was like, you know what? I am just going to, what am I going to do all that on? And she was like, well, I have this like potting mat that I can bring you. You like unfold it and you snap the edges, the corners, and then it's like a little tray, but then it folds up. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I have extra wood around the house. I'm just going to build myself a potting bench.
Mm-hmm.
So today I built myself a potting bench.
You did. It looks great.
Yeah. I had seen some a long time ago scrolling through TikTok where they said if you do a potting bench with like a grate, and you put your bucket of soil underneath, that as you're like doing stuff, it just falls back into the bucket. And I was like, bet I have a screen. And so I used that. And then I thought, you know what's great is if I were to have, like, I can get a faucet at some point and I can attach it to a hose, and then I can have a faucet on there so I can rinse. And then I can have a bucket underneath to just collect the water, and I can use that water to water other plants.
Oh yeah, of course.
I know. Look at me. I'm being so eco. So I had this old hanging planter, and I popped off all of the thingy that hangs, and I cut out the little center cross piece in the bottom that makes a hole for drainage, and cut a thing. And I used my and then I popped it in, and then I have a sink.
Nice. Faucetless sink.
A faucetless sink. So we'll see. Maybe I'll go to Habitat for Humanity Restore and pick myself up a faucet, and then I'll drill some holes, and then I'll figure out how to attach a hose to it. That might be a later project.
Might be.
I have to get soil first. I can just get a bucket of water for when we rinse tomorrow, but
or you could just use the hose.
Yeah, I could do that. That's also true. Yeah, so tomorrow my sister-in-law is going to help me with my little plant babies, and I'm going to learn how to be a nurturing plant mother and not murder my children.
So you might want to change your attitude then.
I am really excited. I do need help moving it to the backyard, though, because it's still in the garage.
I'm so weak. I just can't.
No, you're a big, strong man. You're a big, strong man. I built it in the garage today. So, and I had breakfast with my neighbor today.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I love her. She's so sweet. And we're going to have breakfast tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Next week is what I meant. We're going to have breakfast next week.
Nice.
Together as well. I know. I love her. So, yeah. Anyway, that's what I want to talk about. How I am going to I'm going to try really hard not to murder plants.
That would be good. Unless there are ones that you're supposed to murder, like vegetables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, here's the thing. Anytime I get a plant for the house, Christopher will go by and be like, I'm sorry, buddy. You lived a good long life until you got to our house. Rude.
Just letting you know what it's in store for.
Like, you're not here for a long time, and you're also not here for a good time. Sorry about your luck. My wife, she loves to love things.
Hey, our
she just
Christmas
murders.
tree has lasted for like 5 years or so.
Our Christmas tree is not alive.
Well, yeah.
Well, I do need to repot my Norfolk pine as well, possibly. The top half is dead. The bottom half is alive, though.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be.
It's only half dead.
It's gonna be a bush instead of a tree. That's fine.
He's only mostly dead.
He's. Yeah.
What?
You just jiggled your head. Does that make you happy? Anyway.
Name that movie.
Princess Bride. Oh, was that for them?
Yes.
That was just me whispering nothing. You didn't hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Guess the movie.
Guess the movie.
Guess the movie. Anyway, I'd like to show you my new fidget.
Fidget widget?
I got this from my ex-coworker, Eileen. Look at it. It's like one of those photo blocks.
Uh-huh.
It like folds and folds. Oh,
You're so good at that.
I'm trying to do it so that you can see it, but my fingies get in the way.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's focused on your face. It's not going to focus on your...
Oh, yeah. Right, but my hands are just in the way. You fold.
Yes.
And fold. And
But
then
it's
you fold.
autofocus is set to your face, so it's not going to try to... You have to completely block your face.
It's not going to happen. I have a huge head. Okay. Anyway, that's it. It's fantastic. It's like one of those photo cubes. That is all.
What do you mean photo cube?
Yes. Just tuck. Doop. What?
I don't know what you mean by photo cube.
What? It's like it's a cube, and then you have one picture on this side.
Yeah.
And one picture on this side.
Okay, I get that
right?
part, but I didn't.
But then you have it sliced on all the things, and then when you do this and you open it up, it's a picture, a long picture on like this side, because this would be two single pictures. And then when you do this, it's like a different picture.
Oh.
And this. So.
Oh, I never saw a photo block like that.
Oh. Anyway, that's what it's like.
Confused. I only saw just like the cube.
Oh. So, yeah. It's cute.
Anywhoots, that's what we had to talk about this week. Thank you for listening to our random babblings. If you would like to subscribe, we would so appreciate it.
Yeah.
Get us to 30 subscribers. We're
30.
We're just sitting at the old 29.
We are.
We are.
Guys, thank you.
But yeah.
So sweet.
Also, like it if you liked it. Like it if you did.
Yeah.
Comment below. What are some crazy words that you've been thinking about lately as to why in the world do we use that word?
Also, if you have
where did it come from?
So that I don't murder things.
Or if you need a support group for killing plants. Or how to not kill plants.
Hi, my name is
we're here for it.
And I accidentally murder plants.
So,
but I love them so much.
You do. You love them so much.
I love them so much. I want them
to
to thrive.
You're like, what's her face on Animaniacs?
It really is that. I love you and keep you. I really do wish. You know what? I'm working on it. I'll work on it even more.
Yeah.
And maybe getting my hands into the soil, it'll like teach me what they need.
Yeah, intuitively.
Yeah. I'll be able to hear my babies.
Yeah. That's all we got, folks. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Bye.